Hello everyone, welcome back. In this class, we will discuss another important topic that is a demand function. What is actually demand function? That is what we are going to discuss today's lesson. All right. Uh, so we know that demand is something, it involve desire plus willingness plus and ability to pay. The three components we need to supplement with a demand. A demand is associated with the desire plus willingness plus and ability to pay. These three components need to satisfy to become an effective demand, right? That is what we are uh, uh, learned in the previous lesson. And today we will going to discuss another important aspects that demand is the functional relationship between different components. What are the components that are associated with the demand? See, demand function that shows the functional relationship between its components. So what are its components? Here, we show a functions that demand is equal to is a function of P, PR, Y, and T. And what are these items? That is what we are going to discuss. So here P is the price of the good. Price of the good. Of course, the price of the good will impact the level of demand. Price of the good, the level of the price will affect demand. Say, for example, maybe an item having 100 rupees and the price reduced 100 rupees to 90 rupees, definitely the purchase will change. If it is 100 rupees, maybe we will purchase 10 item. And if the price reduced from 100 to 90, we will increase our purchase because due to the changes in price, we will purchase more. So what we can say, the demand here depends on the level of price, how much the price, and that depends on the level of demand. Maybe we will increase our demand to 12. We will purchase more of that product due to the price reduction. So we can say the price of the good will affect demand. That is what I would say first of the determinants of the demand. Then what about the price of the related good? PR here stands for price of the related goods. Price of the related goods. How it impacts on the demand. So here we have two types of goods. Maybe it's a complementary good. Maybe it's a complementary good. Or maybe it's a uh, substitute good. Substitute good. So before going to understand the relation of related goods, we should have a clear-cut idea about what is actually complementary good and what is substitute good. So I will explain it through some examples. See, complementary goods are those goods which are those goods we are purchasing together. Say, for example, when you buy a car, you should buy petrol for running the car. When you buy a pen, you should buy an ink. When you uh, purchase, for having a tea, you should purchase. Maybe you like to have sugar, you will purchase sugar also. So for the use of one good, so you should purchase another good. Those items are called complementary goods. So what will happen when the uh, price of the pen increases? Definitely the price of the ink also change, maybe increase or decrease. If the changes in the price of ink will reflect the purchase of the pen, and if the price of the tea will increase, it will also reflect on the demand of the sugar. So this kind of relations are explained in the complementary goods. On the same way, we have some relation with substitute goods. Substitute goods are those goods we can easily replace the consumption by another. We can replace the consumption of one good by another. We can take the tea also. Maybe we can change from tea to coffee. These are the complementary goods. The good of the tea, maybe the price of the tea increases, and he is not ready to afford the price hike. He can change his preference from tea to coffee, which is, he is substituting one with another. And also you can take, maybe some juices. So maybe there is mango juice, and if the price of the mango juice increases, you can just change your preference of the juice into orange or some other fruits. Okay, so what substitute good says that, you can easily replace the consumption by another. That is what is explained in the substitute goods. Okay, so these are the goods. The demand, of course, depends on the changes in the related goods. Maybe substitute goods or the of course the complementary goods. Okay, I hope you understand what I mentioned. And moving into the next one, that is price of the good. We already mentioned price of the good, and price of the related good. We already mentioned price of the related goods. Price of the related goods. It may be a complementary good, or maybe a substitute good. Okay. And the third component, that is the level of income. Why here stands for income. If you have a more income, maybe your income level increases from one level to another. Of course, it reflects on the demand. If your income increases, your demand also increases. For example, if your income is 1,000 before, and the income increases from 1,000 to 2,000, early you purchase 100 unit, maybe your demand will increase 180. So there is a increasing in demand due to the changes in income. So we can say income also one of the important component which reflect on the changes in demand. Okay, so the another one is taste and preference of the consumer. Taste and preference of the consumer. Taste and preference of the consumer. How the taste and preference reflect on the the changes in the level of demand. So we'll give you an example that will make it more clear about how the taste and preference of the consumer reflects on the demand. So for example, you are like to have ice cream. You are supposed to have ice cream. You like to consume ice cream. So you have two seasons. Your summer, and maybe during winter, you purchase this with a higher price. No issue. You are consume this in summer because you like it, and in winter season you are not consuming this. Why? Because the season don't allow you to consume that goods. Maybe you can put this as a seasonal preference. All right, so why you prefer ice cream in summer? Because it's good to have ice cream in summer, right? And you are not ready to have the ice cream during some winter. Why? Because having ice cream during winter is there is uh, it's a kind of it's not normal actually, right? It's not normal, it's not common, that's why we are not consuming. So our preference during winter was different. We will maybe prefer ice cream to a tea, hot tea kind of things, right? So the taste and preferences of the consumer or the seasonal variations of the consumer also reflects on the uh, demand. So that is what is mentioned or discussed in the demand function. So demand function in nutshell, we can say that demand function shows the functional relationship between what? Functional relationship between demand and its components. So let me write it. Demand functions. So when you appear for the exam, you should write like this. Demand function represents the functional relationship between demand and its determinants. Okay. So this is what you need to learn demand function. So thank you for listening. Good day.